During the reign of Kim Sung-il in North Korea, a serial killer existed in the world's most oppressed country. What is unusual is not only the government's admittance of this case, but the modus operandi of the killer. Park Myung Sik was a factory worker in North Korea. Not much is known about his life, but his crimes occurred in the early 90s. This was a difficult time for North Korea as a result of the fall of communism, and famines were looming. Park had liver problems which were killing him. The doctors were not helping, as Park clearly had a terminal case, and instead went to a fortune teller. The fortune teller was recommended to Park by a co-worker. In North Korea, the government has strict control over religious practices. It is known for persecuting and cracking down on groups such as Christians, and relevant to this story, shamans and fortune tellers. In North Korea, even talking openly about such topics could result in severe punishments, but this unnamed co-worker trusted Park enough to introduce him to this fortune teller secretly. The advice Park got from the fortune teller was horrible. The fortune teller told Park that eating the livers of other human victims would cure his problems. Before the murders, Park was known to be a shy, retiring type, and he did not show anger, hostility, or any behavioral problems to suggest that he enjoyed the murders. Park would carry out his murders in rural villages near the city of Sinpo, with the first murder being in April 1990. Park decided that instead of killing an actual child, he would target young teenagers instead. During the period outside of schools, young North Koreans are sent to workhouses to do long hours of labor. They typically sleep as groups in farmhouses or dormitories. Park killed 12 people during a 6-month campaign from April to October 1990. The killings caused panic in North Korea, with many residents refusing to go out at night. One day in October 1990, Park attempted to abduct his 13th victim, a student traveling for work at the communal farm. He was unsuccessful and fled, but on the way he was noticed by vigilant citizens who immediately apprehended him and brought him to the police station. Following his confessions, the fortune teller was also arrested and charged with an unknown offense. Park pleaded guilty to his crimes and was executed by firing squad. North Korean police lacked a lot of appropriate tools and techniques for Park to commit so many murders and not to make many strides in the investigation in the meantime. Park's capture was down to luck. It could also be speculated, knowing the North Korean government, that many innocent men could have been arrested with fates unknown during the time they were looking for Park. Disappearances are very common in North Korea to this day. Murder in North Korea is not a very discussed topic due to the country's extreme censorship and refusal to ever admit any societal issues. But this is a rare case of the government publicly acknowledging the case, as it was announced on their local radio stations and picked up by South Korean intelligence.